Hi, thanks for joining me. Today, big question we've got. Do I buy in 2024 or do I wait till 2025? Now, if you're thinking about buying a home in Boulder, that is the question you might be asking yourself. Now, with home prices still high and interest rates doing their usual roller coaster thing, you might be wondering, do I buy now? Do I wait? Before I continue, my name is Michelle and I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Colorado. So let me know if you have any questions and I'll get back to you. Thanks. What are the pros of buying a house in the last quarter of 2024? One of the major things is that everyone else has forgotten about real estate. People are starting to think about Halloween, Thanksgiving, and the holidays. Well, if everyone's sitting on the sidelines, that means you have less competition. If you do decide to buy a house right now, what would that look like to have less competition? Well, it means that you're not having to put in an offer under stress and pressure, which basically drives up the price. So with multiple offers being submitted to a home, people try to outbid the next person. So you've got a situation where the home sells for a ridiculously high price, a price higher than what it would be appraised for. Now take that scenario and multiply it by 100 similar cases. Everyone gets nervous, and the 2021 scenario, meaning the real estate market during COVID, is what I'm referring to, repeats itself. With buying now, you don't have to make a big decision in a short time frame. It's really stressful when you're out looking at houses and you feel desperate to buy a house. A lot of people bought houses during the COVID time that they didn't really want. They just wanted to get something. They just bought something because they saw the price going up and basically wanted to get in. So another pro of buying now is that it gives you time to find some hidden gems, and there are some, like a fixer-up with good potential. You've got more time in the off-season when fewer buyers are competing, and some sellers have had their homes on the market since springtime and need to sell, and some are quite desperate sometimes. Now, as a side note to the sellers, people that are out now looking for homes probably have urgency. They're serious buyers. So if you've got people coming to your home to look at it, be aware that they are probably ready to pull the trigger. It's important that your house shows well, and staging is always a good thing. Homes tend to sell quicker when they are staged. Now, by staging it, you're telling a story. You're helping them to see how they can feel right at home and where they could put the TV and even perhaps the kitchen table. So make sure to turn on all your lights, that the home is clean and not cluttered. Again, these buyers are probably pre-approved and ready to go. They just need to find the right place, and by having all your ducks in a row, it will help you get under contract. Now, one major factor as to why people are now holding off is because this is an election year. Most people aren't aware of this, but people often wait to buy a house until after the election, since basically there's a lot of uncertainty going on. Now, which side wins will dictate many changes, and at this point, it's impossible to predict anything. Once the election is over, people will breathe a sigh of relief and start looking more seriously. Now, another con of buying now is that there isn't much inventory on the market right now. Not many sellers are putting their homes on the market, so you have less places to look at. So if you have a specific idea as to what you want, you'll be less likely to find it at this point. Waiting till more inventory comes along might make more sense. Then you'll have a higher likelihood of finding that dream home. But remember, if that coincides with lower interest rates, you're now going to be in a frenzy of buyers where the craziness of buying under stress begins. Now, let's jump to the financial side of it. It's really about staying prepared. If the right house pops up and you're ready financially, it might be worth jumping in, even if the market isn't perfect. Another thing to think about is whether you buy now or wait. isn't just about market trends. It's really about you. Does your financial situation make sense for buying now? Do you plan on staying in Boulder for at least 5 to 7 years? If the answer is yes, buying now might still make sense, even with the higher rates. I know someone who waited too long hoping home prices would drop, but instead rent prices shot up, and now they're stuck buying more, paying more each month, while homes in their budget are slipping further out of their reach. So buying a home isn't just about beating the market. It's about looking for stability, looking to get stability, especially in a place like Boulder where rents keep climbing year after year. All right, so what happens if you wait until 2025 to buy? It could be a con to wait, or it could be a pro. Who knows what the interest rates will do? Well, some experts believe mortgage rates could go down if inflation cools off. That would mean lower monthly payments for buyers and hopefully more homes coming onto the market. But here's the flip side. What if that doesn't happen? What if the rates stay high or even go higher? Plus, there's always the chance that prices could creep up even more, especially if demand stays strong. So let's say a $1 million home at a 7% interest rate costs you about $6,650 a month. If the rates drop to 6%, that same home would cost you about $6,000 a month at 5%. And that number would be $5,350. But if rates go up to 8%, you're now looking at $7,300 a month. Those little percentage points, they really add up. As you can see, even a 1% chance in the interest rate makes a significant difference in the monthly payment. This is why locking in a good rate or refinancing later if rates drop can have a big impact on your budget. Now, if you're waiting for 2025 to buy, big negative, as I mentioned before, is that you may not have a lot of free time to make rational decisions if the interest rates go down. In reality, nobody knows. So many factors come into play. In my mind, this is the bottom line. If you're ready financially and plan to stay in Boulder long term, 2024 could still be a good time to buy. Yeah, rates are high, but you can always refinance if they drop. But waiting till 2025 could also be a good idea since the election causes nervousness among everyone. What is the economy going to do under this new administration? But the most important thing is being financially prepared so that whenever the right house comes along, you're ready to make your move. To both sellers and buyers, no matter what you choose to do, now is the time to get ready. Buyers, speak to a loan officer to get pre-approved. That doesn't mean you have to move forward, but you can if you want to. And for sellers, get your house ready, spruce it up, have it looking top notch. Probably the house will be getting an inspection, so now is the time to know the condition of your roof, furnace, AC, and other bigger ticket items in the house. Some sellers even get an inspection before they put the house on the market. But beware, because once you have received the inspection report, you then will need to disclose everything. This means all the issues the house has, from the roof being near the end of its life to certain outlets not functioning properly, and that has to be done on the seller's property disclosure. Now, that can be a can of worms or not. It really depends on your situation. So now's the time to be prepared for all that sort of stuff. So don't wait, whether you plan to buy now or buy in the spring or summer. All right, now I want to hear from you guys. Are you thinking about buying in 2024, or are you planning to wait it out? Drop your thoughts into the comments below. I'd love to know where you stand. And if this video gave you some clarity, do me a favor, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you in the next one.